What's up? How's it going, everybody? Stream number 7. Crazy. Happy that we've made it this far and excited to do more. But today we're just going to be doing something simple, and Blender was going to, something simple in quotes. We're just going to be making animations for my character that I made. I made the 3D model and everything, and then I rigged it with armature so it kind of has bones. And now I am setting in the animations. I don't have a lot. I just have a base walking and a wave and an idle. But, we're getting there. Here's the walking animation. Nothing crazy. Make sure all my sound's working. Sweet. Hey, what's up, Chaotic? Chaotic. Hope you having a good Friday or a good Monday. Man, my brain's all over the place. I am just getting over a little sickness, I think, but gotta stick to it. So it looks like there's some deformation in his back while the walk animation's playing. I'm gonna try to fix that so let's see how we can do it. What's up, everybody? Glad you guys are in here. Happy Monday. um, just so I could show you guys some other stuff. Nothing, not to bore you on this. Here are some other projects that I was working on. This one's a pretty cool one. I was working on this one last stream, but now finally I finished up all the different colors and everything. Looks like a lot fancier than the last time I showed you guys. Added in some colors and some light sources in a back wall, so when I end up making my render, realized I wasn't able to show you guys last time. There we go. So when you render out the picture, it ends up having a nice like look, and it uses light sources and everything. So there's that one, and then also I think I showed you guys this one last stream as well, but we'll render this image as well. I'll show you guys. Yeah. So that's what the rendering image does. Last stream I wasn't able to actually show you because technical difficulties, but now you're able to see the cool stuff that I was looking at. But yeah, it's been a busy past 2 weeks, so I've been trying to find time to do everything. Right now, believe it's saved. No, it did not. Let's see. Oh, it was this one. Non-linear. Well, it looked like it didn't save everything, so that's kind of annoying. Let's see if I can get back to where I was. Maybe. There we go. Okay. I had to look at the times and make sure everything was synced up right. So this is the walk animation that I created for this character. I'm trying to do a survival style, open world, kind of like Zelda or Valheim, where there's gonna be a story-driven element, but then also uh, you're gonna get to like build a base and explore a world and level up your guy by finding new materials and stuff like that. So I decided to do everything the hard way and make my own character and learn how to animate it and everything like that. So let's see when the deformity happens, and I think it's this one. So maybe if I go into object mode and control tab. Well, that's not gonna work. So I don't know if you could tell, but this has been a very long learning process I've been figuring out. But you know, it's been less than a week, 2 weeks, and I already got a cool character that I made myself and animations that they're working. It was cool. I was able to import this wave into my game that I'm developing too. So I was just trying to see if it worked, and the animations ended up carrying over and everything like that. So just gotta finish up the animations, and I have. Let me check my notes. I have an unarmed walk, an unarmed idle, a wave, and I need an attack animation, a falling animation, a landing animation, an unarmed jumping animation, an interact animation, and a unarmed run animation. So just like 6 or something. So that's what I've been working on. This walk one's pretty good. It's just that deformation. Those are different things. In that back shoulder blade, which I really, my guess was because the weights aren't painted properly, but right now I'm just kind of moving stuff around. Okay. And then I'm right clicking to kind of cancel out the movement, just to kind of test what's moving this joint the most. Looks like this one. Doesn't bring it out just right. Big guy. That's crazy. And it looks like Larry the Lobster over here. But since I can't figure that out, I'm just going to work with it and keep it moving. So I was looking at the different poses that the legs have to be in for the different frames down here. So the start frames always has to be the same as the end frame. It's called the contact point. Just learned that one. So I mean, I'm really surprised and happy with how that looks. So I think I'm just going to save that one and try working on a run. I saved some keyframe references on my phone that I can actually show you a little. find a reference photo. This. And then, oh, gotta go first over here. And then, let's fix these. Make it so it's like flat. And gonna move it back this way. So I have it in the background. So now if I need that, I can kind of like pull it up and look at it how I need to. And then if I want to, I can press H, goes away, and then Alt H will bring it back. Oh, but that also, I had other stuff hidden, so it also showed that as well. I'm trying to name more stuff over in this collection area on the right. But also, last stream we hit 40 followers on here, so I wanted to say thank you so much for everybody that followed. And here's to hitting the next milestone. But I didn't think I was going to hit 40 followers so quick, so thank you guys so much. All right, so I'm going to stash this unarmed walk down here, create a new pose, choose a new it's interesting it called it the reference. Oh, because that was selected. That's why. I'll do that. Oh, actually, that was still wrong. So we'll do the animation rig and choose one of these actions and the armature. Pretty sure that's how it. Okay. Now we're gonna rename this unarmed running. I guess I'll just do unarmed run. Save it as a new one. So now I have a new animation. This is where the fun begins. So in the back you say the contact points. So I'm going to start making the contact points first. So I could have the start and the end of the frame. And then make my position number 4, which will be the middle position afterwards. So back here, I have to make sure that I unselect these ones so then it doesn't play those animations. Honestly, this is a great start for this works out perfect. So I guess since I used that walk animation, I already have the contact points at the start. Just kind of want to enunciate them a little more, I think. So we're going to grab the rig, go into pose mode. Then this leg, and try to straighten it out just a little bit more. So bring it out, grab the little foot joint, straighten that a little more. So I'm going to kind of leave the toe up so it looks more like he's running, I guess. I guess I'll put it flat, see how that looks. And then this back foot, I'm going to rotate it so it looks like it's kind of kicked up in the air. So this was the difficult part. Of course, I chose to do a character that has inverted knees in the legs. So I've been trying to learn this animation process, but I've been having to flip stuff in the different demonstrations that I've been learning. So let's see how this will look. So if that's like that, then we'll probably bring this leg up this way and this knee forward. Maybe just kind of like that, so it's still bent. And then bend the foot a little more. All right. Same thing with the arm. I'm gonna bring it, just make it look like he's kind of stretching everything out a little bit more. Because this was from the walk pose. And if I ever accidentally click on the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, I'm just clicking a quick right click and it cancels whatever action that I was doing. And then I think I might give his head a little bit more of a tilt on it as well. Okay, so now the important part. You gotta remember which bones you kind of moved. Select all those different points. This is the annoying part when you accidentally click the wrong things. So now I got the legs chosen, all selected. Do the arms. And then we also bent his head and chest a little bit, so I'm gonna grab those. And it looks like that's it. So I'm gonna press I, actually press K, location and rotation. Now I have a starting point, and then we're gonna Control C, all of those. Go down to 120, Control Shift B. So it flips the thing entirely. Now we just got that. Actually, I messed that up. Supposed to put the flipped version in the middle, and then here you put, there you go. So it looks like that right leg and the left leg, I guess they come extended enough, but I'm just gonna tweak them just a little bit. And I'm gonna select all those real quick, press I so I can make sure to reframe those. Now grab the hip. Just gonna bring him down a little bit so he's on the ground. And keyframe that one. And also keyframe this as well. So now Now it just looks like he's extra walking. So we got the contact point. Now then there's the down. So there's a between the half point and pretty much you're gonna want to match where this number 3 position in the back pretty much. His knee is a little bit poking out in front and his leg is behind, like in front, centered for the gravity. He's like pushing that other leg through. So this foot, so we start with that right foot. We will rotate this up. Um, All right. So front leg, I'm gonna bend it just a tad and bring it up this point, up this point, down this point. And then now bring this back leg. So this is the weird part since it's like backward joints. I gotta bring, since the knee would be in the front, I have to bring it behind. And then bring this part up. So when you decide to make your game, make sure you choose a normal character and don't do what I did. Trying to kind of make it look like the gravity's right. It would be like centered over foot. Okay. So once you get in a position you feels okay, you select all those little rings and whatnot that you moved. The hips. We'll do an iframe for that. Actually, K, location rotation, Control C, we'll go to 90, Control Shift V. Oh. Control C. Try that again. All right, there we go. So it kind of looks like he's still just walking. But hopefully with a little bit more body rotation, you can kind of get some more movement and energy in there. So I think this point, we're gonna have to All right. Exhilarating stuff going on over here. But pretty much, so now I'm just selecting the vertices, the different rig points that I moved, and then I'm going to create a keyframe for those as well. At the beginning, and then this one should be okay. But we'll just do a keyframe there as well. And then now we will delete these keyframes and replace them with the other ones that we had in the start. Now this middle, I'm gonna bring the head up a little bit. There we go. Got a little more movement in there now. So this frame, I'm actually going to add a little bit of rotation here too. Yeah, perfect. Oh, button does not appear to have any property information. Okay. Occasion rotation. All right. There we go. And now you do the kind of points between the points, the like the middles. So at first I thought this was really hard because I was trying to go like one frame, then the next frame, then the next frame, and it just kept looking wonky every time I was doing it. I found out that the best way is to do the contact point, which is the point like where it's gonna loop and reset every time. So you just want to make sure you have like the start, the stop, the start and the end, which are the same, and then the middle, which will be like where he goes in it in the animation and all the stuff. And it really helps once you kind of structure it in a way rather than just kind of going for it, unless you're doing more organic and natural or unique and natural. What's natural stuff? I guess it would be less natural because like something went. That's not natural versus calmer. But all right, I'm liking how this is turning out. He's got like his little run. He's really hustling. So in the middle frame, we will just kind of tidy things up between these two. So maybe his arms give it a little bit more unique rotation to him and stuff. So bring this one out. Yeah, this one definitely needs to come out. All right. Here we go. Now, I think I might also bend his arms just a little more. And offset them as well. So this arm is going to be the one coming forward. So I'm going to I can see the stuff through the picture. All right. I guess maybe it should be back more because that leg's coming. You want it to offset, so I guess it would be forward. Just the little things. All right. So now I'm going to go through and select all those different rings that I moved. Rinse and repeat. Grab the things and keyframe them. Sweet. And you'll never guess. We copy this one and go over here and we Control Shift V. So they're opposites. I mean, that's like honestly way better than I thought I could get it. That's really cool. So now maybe add in some hip rotations and a little bit of foot movement and rotations. It's literally just gonna look like, oh man, it's gonna look like the walk, but just more exaggerated. But that's pretty much what running is. All right. I think at this point, all right. So starts with him having that his right foot twisted. So let's start with his shoulders. I'm just gonna do a very slight lean. I'm using his nose to kind of reference it a little bit. So once it goes to the end of the nose, I'm gonna do that. Go. So we'll do an iframe there. Oh, keyframe, I guess. I say iframe, but it's because I press I. I think it is a keyframe, not an iframe. And then this way it's gonna be twisted the opposite. So RZ that, and then we'll hit K, rotation. Just to make sure that they're the same keyframes. Cool. So is it the rotation that's making it kind of wonky? Oh, you know, I think it looks a little odd because I need to have his head kind of pointing up. I think I need to Bring the arms out a little more. Right. Sorry for going all quiet. I was just kind of thinking about. So when you're running, you kind of have your wrists moving as well. So I'm trying to have his like hands move with the body to kind of give that momentum feeling, like he's going quick. Just hid the reference photo for a second because I'm getting in the way. There we go. So I'm gonna keyframe those as well. Now do the same thing for these. Boom. All right. Keep the hands a little rotated. Sweet. So we'll copy all these green rings. I moved in the arms. We'll keyframe those. And then control copy. Delete the ones at the end. Now you can see the back's kind of twisted in a weird way. Oh, okay. I think it's cause. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense because your arm can't really like perfectly go back behind you. So, yeah, that looks a lot more natural, honestly. So when you're running, it kind of crosses over in front of your body. So I might add that rotation in there as well. Make the hand kind of come in front of the face. Um, so it doesn't really look like it's kind of like impacting when he hits the ground. So trying to move stuff around a little bit, make it look more like he's like hitting the ground. Well, not that. I think also I might need to move this up more. I think it might look a little odd because I might have to bring it, give it more like almost like it has more of a thud when it hits, more impact. So let's see how this works. If I can. Nope. All right. So I'm pretty much just fine tuning all the little things, but How's everyone doing? Is everyone having a great Monday so far? Everyone have a great weekend? I had a great Valentine's Day with my sweet girlfriend. We had a nice, relaxing. We went to dinner. A relaxing weekend. Sorry, I didn't finish my thought. We went to dinner and we had a great day. We did some trinket stuff. We made crafts. Watched some shows. We totally spacing. Friday. This is why you don't stream and think, people. But yeah, we had a great time. Um, Whoa, we went to Korean barbecue. That's what I was trying to think of. We did that last night. My brain is very much discombobbled from being sick. Like, I don't know if you guys have that. I've ever had that sickness where the congestion like applies pressure on your head and it almost feels like a balloon. Like, I don't know, or like when you're underwater. That's what I've been getting over. So sorry for the brain farts. So I'm looking at the feet joints right now. When he steps off this foot, it does like a. Man. Hey, what's up, Zen? Hope you're having a great Monday, man. Yeah, you're all good. It's been a nice chill stream. You actually probably in towards the end of it, but glad you made it in here. How you doing, man? Just working. I feel you, man. Hey, it's Monday. You know, it's gonna be a great week. But I'm just my brain is not working. Feel bad that you just hopped in here because I'm like trying to think of things to say, but but glad you're in here, man. We've just been messing around on Blender, doing some different things, trying to get some character animations to work. So far, I've done two, three animations, and then I'm working on my fourth. But right now, I'm trying to do a run animation, and this shit, it's getting me. Just trying to think if it being sped up will help it. Like, look a little better. But yeah, we've just been chilling on Blender, doing different things. I made this character with 3D modeled the whole character and everything, and then now I've been trying to do animations for the character for the game that I've been working on. So glad you can make it in here. Getting close to an hour. Damn, that's crazy. Feels like I just started. Okay, so yeah, that's another thing I wanted to do was these frames. I'm gonna move the foot inwards a little more. No, I'm not on tour yet, but I am looking into shows, and I'm gonna start doing some shows soon, and then hopefully from there do tours. Which spot do you want me to stop by? I have a couple different spots on the list, but curious. Yeah, Nashville. Hell yeah. Definitely be there. Might hopefully by the end of this year or into next, but I'll be there, bro. Hell yeah. Sweet. So that keyframe for that foot looks a lot better now. Something I've been learning with this whole animation process is it's really just like step by step. Take your time. If you rush, it kind of makes it harder. Hey, yes, sir. It'll be posted everywhere, so you'll definitely you won't miss it. But I don't know. It's tough because I got to do everything. Because I'm independent, I got to find like touring schedules and find venues and everything like that. But I definitely am really looking forward to doing that. So stay tuned, man. Oh, sweet. Well, I will definitely be at either Nashville or a place close to Nashville. Make it, if anything, might make it easier for you. All right, so now I've just been going in and kind of trying to clean up the different animations and the feet are pointed a little more in. So I'm gonna now work on those arms, trying to bring them across the chest. So this guy, we will top down. Yeah, I think that's good. And then, oh shoot. Keyframe it. And do the same with this. Keyframe these. Now I'm gonna grab these joints again. You do local stuff. I haven't done local stuff here in my town yet. There is a venue that's really it's a popular venue that I really want to do a show there. So I'm in the works of figuring out different like set lists and stuff and figure out like how long my show will be and if I need like people to go before me, like stuff like that. I probably will, but find those artists and everything like that. I have to coordinate. But luckily, I don't know. I'm just excited to do it. So not really. It's not. It's nice when it's not something that you are like stressing to do because it's stuff you have to do. It's more stuff you want slash get to do. Oop, not that. Do this. There we go. He's hustling. Look at that. I think I might try to extend the arms a little bit at the ends. Keyframe these. Do the same thing here. Well, that's not right. Hell yeah. Thanks, and I got a lot of people who be wanting to be doing that, but I appreciate you hopping in here, man. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll probably end up finishing this stream here soon, so I'm glad you were able to tap in. But I'll see you hopefully next week. Much love, man. Sweet. All right. So now that I got this, we're gonna go adding in the arms. 60. Gonna rotate this out a little more. There we go. Keyframe those. Same thing. All right. I mean, it's definitely not perfect, but from starting from nothing, I think this is a great animation that I could have made on stream. So I didn't get into like weight painting or any of that, but that's a whole different ball game. Because like you could see how his back's kind of moving a little weird. Pretty much, I could see if I could tweak it. Let's see. No, that's not right. So I guess the reason he might be so deformed is because these arms are a little farther back than I think they should. So maybe do that. Keyframe. Alright, well, it's not perfect, I wouldn't say. But I think that's awesome for something that I made. So I'm going to stash this one as well. So now we have the unarmed idol. Oh. That's funny, the poses. Jump. Save. Alright. So pose, clear. Oh, oh. A pose, clear transforms. Okay. So now we're back to a good old blank slate. There's the running animation, the walking animation. The running is just a little more. Oh, both made his stomach go bouncy. There's the walk. Run. So interesting. So I have to make sure I select everything, clear the pose, and then I can look at my idol. We're just breathing, just hanging out. So now that's awesome. I am going to use this pose to start my other one. But now we get to start a whole new animation. But I think I'm going to save you guys that headache and maybe save that for next time, or I'll have it done by next time and I'll get to show you guys it in the actual game. Implement it and show the animations being used. Being able to play character, that's the goal. So I hope everybody's been having a great time hanging out with me. I know it's been a little bit slower and a little more boring, I would say. I do have a little, for those who are listening, there's a little taste of the music that I'm going to be using for the game. Oh. I have it speaker on. Yep. So this is just gonna be like a game background music that I created. Let me show you. There we go. So here is the music I made for the game. Nothing crazy, just a bunch of different, literally a bunch of different melodies. It was a lot of fun to actually just make all the different things, but maybe while you're solving a puzzle or something in the video game, you can hear some cool background music. That's just one of the songs. I am probably going to make a lot, probably 10 to start, and then also I'm gonna be releasing those songs on Spotify as just a little soundtrack bonus. So throw them on your playlist and, you know, fall asleep, hit the gym, go for a run, do whatever. Go have it. But I think this is a great time to kind of call it. I hope everyone's been having a great time just hanging out and relaxing. I know it's been a little bit of a calmer stream, been more relaxing, but I appreciate you, Shiotic, for coming out, and Zin, and anybody else who's been hiding away and hanging out. I appreciate you. Thanks for just hanging out. You know, you don't always have to come in and talk and stuff, so I appreciate you. But I think this is where I'm going to call it. Let me see.